Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Want to take a few minutes to do a little options recap for the options that expired last week on September 19th. We had 13 different options plays that I worked on last week. 12 out of the 13 were successful. They did have profit. 9 of the 13 produced 95% profit. I think I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 different ones that were 100% in profit at the end of the week. And I had one that was for a loss, and it was a decent sized loss. We'll get into that here in just a second. So we'll start off with BITX. That's one of them. That's the Bitcoin 2X ETF. I was able to close this one out for $333 profit and 100% on that one. The next one we had FBTC. This is where I sold cash secured puts. Covered calls on my shares that I own. I sold the $104 strike, and I collected $849 for those options contracts, and those expired worthless. So, meaning 100% profit just stayed in my account. LQDA. This one's another one that was 100% profit. So around $687 here. It expired worthless as well, so I didn't take action to close on Friday. I just let them expire and let the system do the work here. This one's LQDA. So this LQDA was the $22.50 strike. It was quite a ways out of the money when I sold these, and really even the $25 strike that's right here. It was quite a ways out of the money as well. I think it was trading about, I don't know if it was almost $28 when I sold these. But I sold them and collected, let's see what I collected here. It shows 1,065 is what I collected. And LQDA is a name that I've spoken about before, and I've traded it and held it since 2023. And it's still a name that I like and will continue to hold shares of. But I sold the $25 strike, and it ended up trading down to like the low to mid $23 range, and I went ahead and just bought myself out of those. I could have let them just assign me the shares at $25, but the price ended up in the $23 range on Friday at close. So I just decided, in case there was some sort of further sell-off, I was just going to take the loss on these. So as you can see here, the loss was $1,827 on these contracts. We have MSTX. That's the 2X leverage on MicroStrategy. These closed out for 100% at almost $287 here. The MSTX, this is the, what is this? This is the $20 strike. I sold several of these contracts and collected $273 for these. Closed out 100%. PSIX. Okay, so this is the $110 strike. So this was a call. So I own 100 shares of PSIX. So I sold a $110 strike covered call. And I'll be honest, this thing was trending in the direction towards close where it might have been going into the money. So I went ahead and bought this thing back. I only paid $20 to buy the call back, but I collected $122 in difference. So it actually worked out in my favor because it ran all the way back up to, and I think after hours it might have even closed above 110. So taking quick action on this one allowed me to collect 86% profit and $122 in cash. Here's another one. This one's a put though. This is the $85 put on PSIX. As you can see, this finished at 100% profit. Because I sold the $85 put, and since getting near the end of the week, it was trading above 105, trending towards 110. I just let these things ride and collected about $697 in profit at 100%. Here's another PSIX. I sold the $90 put. Same story as the last. I did close some of these out. I can't remember if it was because I wanted to free up the cash to maybe sell other options or not. But either way, collected $793 in profit at 98% of the premium collected. SEZL. This is a new name that come across my screen. I think it was when I was doing a chat GPT scan. I'd had it run some names for me, and I wanted to do a quick play on this one because this one was catching some upside movement. So I ended up selling cash secured puts at 85. I think it was trading around 90 bucks towards the end of the week. So anyway, I did buy the shares back and collected 95% of the premium and $283 in profit. What do we have here? Oh, SMR. This thing was all over the map last week, and I really kind of screwed up. I didn't screw up on this one. This was a covered call to the upside, and what I did here is I sold it for $256. I bought it back for $70 and took 186%. I'm sorry, $186 in profit at 73%. SMR closed well above $40 on Friday. So by taking this action and buying the control of those shares back allowed the upside to be realized by me instead of letting this thing ride out, because I think it traded well over $45 a share. Okay, so here's an expired put. This is the $33 put, and I let this thing expire here at the end of the week. You can see $465 profit at 100%. Yeah, this is the screen capture. I had so many different individual small. I couldn't get all the transactions on one screen, so I just thought I'd take this snippet just to see what the total was. This one, like I said, when earlier in the week when the price was moving all over, I had sold a number of puts at 33, and then I ended up buying them back because I thought the price was going to continue to fall. I think it fell down into the mid 30s, and I thought, well, I'm going to take profit and see where this thing goes. So I took profit early on these. I would have collected 100% had I just been more patient later in the week, but as you can see here, $168 profit and only 28%, but that works out just fine. So for the week, I collected $5,143 of premium, and then I had that $1,827 loss on the LQDA $25 puts. And so that comes down to a profit of $3,316 for the week. So all in all, I can live with that. And I'll make another video here shortly on how I'm positioned coming into this week, and let you know where I'm looking to sell more options contracts. Thanks for watching.